Up in Albany, New York, the Orange Men of Syracuse cutting down the nets as champions of the East Region, and they are headed for New Orleans. It has not been a good weekend for #1 seeds. Two of them fell yesterday. Another one falls today, and it leaves it to Texas now to try to become the only #1 seed to reach the Final Four. The current seeding process began in 1979. In 1980, no #1 seed made it to the Final Four. That's the only time that it's happened.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen again this year. I think Texas will be able to prevail against a very tough, gritty, and determined Michigan State team. I think the difference could be, as we've seen in some of these other Final Four teams, the play of their marquee player. TJ Ford is that guy for Texas.
We have been impressed by Syracuse throughout this tournament. Did they impress you even more today, Quinn?
Absolutely. You know, great defense, as Coach Boeheim said. The thing about their zone is you can't simulate their zone in practice. No matter how much you want to work against it, you get out there against those guys. They're longer, quicker, more athletic than you can practice against.
Yeah, and I thought Oklahoma was too late in establishing the style they needed to play with, and that was more with reckless abandon, really attacking. They were very, very tentative, but some of that has to be attributed to Syracuse and their length, the length of their players on the perimeter, and the way they rotate in that zone defense.
And the Orange Men and Jim Boeheim will now sit back and take a long look at this Michigan State-Texas game, because they will get the winner next Saturday in New Orleans.
And it'll be an interesting matchup. I think it will be Texas again. I point to TJ Ford and the strong number of bodies that Texas has. Michigan State, if they can execute their offense, which is something you and I have talked about, Quinn, can they get their offense on track against a pretty good defensive team?
Can they run their offense through the Texas defense?
Yep.
And they have to in order to keep Texas from running out on them in transition.
All right, so the Orange Men continue to cut down the nets. Michigan State against Texas, still on tap. We're heading for tip-off in Alamo Dome. We'll take a timeout and come right back right after this.